This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this. Tom McDonald gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances, so he's going to look to turn things around.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Leading off the inning, Alexi Ferreira, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Ferreira. That's up.
High pop-up. Sam is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Sam comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Bullet back up the middle. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Jimenez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Sam. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Ready once again, Josh Rutledge. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up no run. Digging in to try it again, Thomas Ramirez. And their runners at the corners now.
Ramirez.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1-1.
Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the tying run comes across to score. Into the box now, Sam. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit. Digging in once again, Sam. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Maxwell has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through.
And as we welcome you into the ball game, our current situation finds the bases empty and 2 men retired in the inning. Coming to the plate now, Sam. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Hunter Sherrill.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A. Joe Willett, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball. When we high-scoring, high-flying affairs, this guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Coming to the plate now, Sam. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark.
Now at the plate, Chris Cardenas. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
2.
Gets dirty and gloves it. The tag gets 1, but wisely, no thought of a return throw in the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Sam. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Robert.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left.
Right here, on the back,
A scoop with the bare hand. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Alexi Ferreira. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. Taylor made to short, 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Sam. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
McMillian has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So coming to the plate, Sam. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And it's fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. At the plate, Sam. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Guillen, the runner at third. Valentin on second. Rosales at first. 1 gone. 2-0.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 17 for him on the season, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely did. On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
14-5, the final totals in this one. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Jorge Feliz is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1. Changeup in for a strike. Men on third with 2 down. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Anders. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. An inning in the books, no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dave Lawrence. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Bounce to first. Sam is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Sam. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Guillen leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 2-1 home. Misses off the plate.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. 1 out and a runner on second base.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
In the dirt, right there, and he is out trying to take third. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. In now, Sam. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Number 36.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back. And again a throw. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's set. Here it comes. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Runners on first with one down. And another throw over, and the runner back safely. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Now the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Rutledge. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Third baseman.
Digging in, Roberto Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He's in at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. Ready now, Sam. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Anders has a read on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but digging in, Mariano Rincon. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So a big moment in the ball game here. Sam, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Too high. 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
It's a swinging bunt up the line.
Right here on the bag.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Sam. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Hit on the ground out to short. To his left, Dill. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends the inning. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, Chris Ramos, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Leading off with a flying squirrel.
Now in the box, Sam. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Pulled toward right center field. Saldana on the move. 1 out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5.
Now to the plate, Sam. He flew out at his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Come on,
Hit
get
hard
there,
on the
get
ground
there.
to second. Ozuna scoops it up onto first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Digging in once again, Sean Haas.
The designated hitter, Sean.
The 1-1 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Rutledge is there. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Sam. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And there's your first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop.
Striding in once again, Carlo Barrios. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Ready with the 0-2. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Ready once again, Sam. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And he lays off for ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Nope. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Ball 3.
3-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager...
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody...
Ready for another chance? Richard Arena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sent on the ground out to second. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Flying Squirrels came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Graham Grant claims the win out of the pen, his first. Hunter Sherrill closes the door for the save, his 25th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Fisher Cats, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Deck McGuire starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are two. Now at the plate, Antonio Andino, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Leading off the inning, Mlb as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. 1-1-1 attempt here. Sam fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sam. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. So 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strike. Ready for another shot now. Sam, no hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Ward on the move, makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sam. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Come on, to the left side. Santiago gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Digging in to try it again. Sam. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And that's off his leg on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there. Striding into the box, Stephen Ward. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league. Stephen Berland, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Now at the plate, Roberto Hernandez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Settling in now, Russell Schwartz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Baseman, Russell Schwartz.
Right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first down.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Alford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Davis is there. And that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Sam. He drew a walk his first time up.
First baseman, number 36.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Standing in, Sam. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
This is in the air to left field. Law waits on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Ready now, Russell Schwartz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Sam comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Leading off the inning, Sam, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Takes a knee-high fastball. Popped him up. Vasquez over to his right. He's got it one away. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Richmond Flying Squirrels rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Joe Willett earns win number 7 on the season. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Vladimir Andino, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right, and if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Come on.
Grounded back up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in, Josh Rutledge, and he does so riding a 9-game hitting streak, so he's certainly a threat with the bat right now. Hit in the air out to left field. Pinheiro is over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left. At the plate, Bryce Baroa, no one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Baroa.
1-1. Sam has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Stepping in, Sam. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. Pitch out. Nothing doing. 3-0 now. Josh Rutledge is on deck. Bentler, base runner at first with 1 out. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
On the ground to second base, this could be two. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Next will be the designated hitter, Russell Schwartz. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Russell Schwartz.
Hit to first. That's a base hit, their first of the game. Standing in, Sam. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Pinheiro is after it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Stepping into the box, James Law. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game, right? Want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Well, you know, he had a good...
Striding forward now is the DH, Russell Schwartz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. A double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Striding in once again, Sam. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Back in standing. Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on. So striding forward now, Sam, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Line toward right center. And he delivers with 2 outs in the ninth. It's a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final 7.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Welcome to MLB The Show. And this ready now, Emery Grubb. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Emery Grubb. 1-1-1.
Speared on the dive. It's there. He got him. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Sam. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that's off the left field wall. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Schmidt, and that's the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and ready for another chance, Emery Grubb. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. A tag for 1. On to first. A double play. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Sam. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Here's the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Sam. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Garth Raimo. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Rutledge on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Ready once again, Tim Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. What a flip for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base. Standing in, Sam. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Pierce moves over. 1 out. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Sam. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pierce moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sam. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the first pitch. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 2-run shot to left center. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 3 runs on 8 hits.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the second of 3. Tom McDonald is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here it comes, 0-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Harrison corrals it, makes the throw to first. 2 down. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Stepping into the box, Sam. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. A fastball that just misses inside.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 1-run ball game.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in two.
Looped out toward third. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. Digging in once again, Phillip Evans. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Got it right there.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Darren Harrison. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Harrison.
To first. Sam takes it in. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. Stepping in, Omar Rodriguez.
Now batting, second baseman, Omar Rodriguez.
Taylor made to short, 6. He's got it. Rutledge relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors. Digging in and looking for more, Sam. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Ready with the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Rodriguez calls for it, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Settling in now, Sam. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Number 36.
Favorable call in there for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play, and hopefully the pitcher's okay. So stepping in, Sam. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-5 tonight. The Rumble Ponies get their 30th win on. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is Joe Willett gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above. A little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, this team has high batting average up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Rosales will come in a bit and put it away for the second out. At the plate, Sam. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. From the stretch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Atta boy, that was a laser.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in, Cedric Pierce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 2-2. He's on the ground over to first. Sam is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Sam. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Espinoza has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in, Sam. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard. He's digging for second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the back. At the plate, Sam, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0. Is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. By Only 20 years old, he throws a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike two.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
4-2.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.